He's over there.
If you'd turned round to me this time last year, or even 5 years ago, and offered me a political party formed by Zarah Sultana and Jeremy Corbyn, I would have snatched your hand off quicker than you can say, down with the bourgeoisie.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Now though, it transpires that neither Jeremy nor Zarah will be at the head of your party after members narrowly voted for a collective membership over a single leader by the incredibly narrow margin of 51.6%.
A what?
That's right, for over half a decade, socialists across the UK were shouting from the rooftops for one or both of the pair to take on the right wing, only to seemingly reject the idea at conference on Sunday.
That's not a good start, but keep going.
When 800,000 people rushed to register an interest on the Your Party website, it looked as though they would become a formidable political force. Even before they had a name, or even a manifesto, they were polling at around 12%, but that early success was soon stopped in its tracks when a very public falling out between the two co-founders was followed by further drama surrounding the party's funds allegedly being withheld, and some were even speculating that everything could be over before it had even begun.
You're a total bloody shambles!
In the run-up to their inaugural conference in Liverpool at the weekend, there were still rumours floating about disparity between Sultana and Corbyn, despite their numerous respective public statements calling for unity. All eyes were on Albert Dock to see what the results of months of melodrama would be, and so it began. Like this.
It is something that is deeply concerning, especially when we are calling for a democratic party. We are not here to expel people. We are not here to build a culture of witch hunts.
And then the former Labour MP suddenly leaving her own conference and boycotting the first day.
The boycotts by Zarah Sultana in solidarity with members of the Socialist Workers' Party who were denied entry to the venue by organisers was all that anybody was talking about on the opening day.
You're a total bloody shambles!
This then descended into a massive row, both inside and outside the conference, over whether entry should be granted before a vote on dual membership had happened or not, as well as who made the decision to turn them away and under what authority. Instead of quietly handling this internally, it drew focus away from the speakers inside as the mainstream media seized hold of the story and ran with it faster than Usain Bolt as the right wing had a field day on social media.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
It jumped up a notch.
It did, didn't it?
Day 2 of the conference then followed and members voted on several amendments put forward. Collective leadership, as I've already mentioned but still can't believe, was put through, as well as other constitutional and strategic matters. Perhaps the most anticlimactic moment of the whole weekend was the result of the vote on the party's name, which confirmed that
your party is the name of your party!
My sympathies for anybody gunning for Party McPartyface, which unfortunately didn't even make the shortlist of 4. Now, before anybody jumps in the comments thinking that this is purely a critical piece about your party, at this point in the video I've got to say that I really, really want this to work. I've got a lot of time for Sultana and Corbyn, who I campaigned for and voted for on 2 occasions, by the way.
Rick, stop crying.
I'm not crying, I've just got something in my eye, that's all.
They are without doubt among my favourite UK politicians. I'm not currently a member of your party, nor am I in the Greens, but after so many years of neolib austerity, so many socialists want proper representation, and to see this go down in flames would be absolutely devastating.
Damn right!
However, most members seem to feel happy about the conference overall, and as Zach Polanski's popularity continues to rise, the opportunity for a bold, unofficial coalition with the Green Party has to be taken. Speaking of which, Corbyn today announced that your party won't be standing in every seat at the next election, and that brings me on to some niggling questions that have crossed my mind in the last few days.
Curiouser and curiouser.
How, for example, can either of the co-founders now announce policy if there's going to be a collective leadership, such as the example I just gave a moment ago, surrounding whether they will or won't be standing? And also, Zarah Sultana has been in the headlines lately, with policy announcements such as leaving NATO and abolishing the monarchy, but she can't guarantee that that will become official policy, can she? Personally speaking, I would have voted for a single leader and for collective policy making instead. There are a host of reasons for this, both logistically and strategically, but the main two would have to be a visual figurehead, because essentially that's what most voters are familiar with and think about before they decide to vote. That person is also accountable for the party at all levels, internally and externally, which negates the administrational nightmare that will no doubt come with a collective leadership. I could go on at length about the pros and cons, but there is now one fact that has to be addressed. In voting for a collective leadership of your party, this means that Jeremy Corbyn will never lead the party, and in all likelihood no other party, for the rest of his career. The man who once garnered 11 million votes, who still has a huge following, and if it wasn't for the internal and external chicanery, would likely be Prime Minister of the country at this moment in time. As I said at the start of this video, this is something that puzzles me, as does the fact that after calling for Zarah Sultana to leave Labour and team up with Corbyn, which she then did, a narrow majority of voters instead decided to open a mystery box containing an unknown amount of unknown people.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
The vote itself had a turnout of around 19,000, from a membership of around 65,000, and having been carried by a margin of about 400 votes, it's now also essentially created an internal bipartisan wedge issue on a constitutional scale right from the get-go.
That's not a good start.
Were you at the conference? Are you a Your Party member, or like many others, are you still undecided about where to pledge your political allegiance? We'd like to know what you think about what went down at Albert Dock. Please let us know in the comments below. As always, your feedback's very welcome. Thanks a lot for watching to the end of the video. If you'd like to help the channel out a bit more, then please check out some of our other content and hit various supportive buttons such as like and subscribe. Super thanks are also open, and there's a link to our Buy Me a Coffee page in the description of this video. If you want to go a step further, then hit the join button, and for only 99p you can enjoy exclusive perks like members only videos and early viewings, plus lots more, and you get to join the list of awesome people that you can see on your screen right now. As always, your contributions are much appreciated. Thanks again, people. My left eye will be seeing you soon.